This is Mrs. Toma. I'm going to do a Scholastic news article read aloud. And this article is about how dolphins have been helping the United States Navy and have been used as spies. And it also talks about some other animals that you would never imagine that have also worked undercover as spies. I thought this article was really interesting, so I'm going to read it aloud for you guys. Here we begin. Dolphins on duty. The U.S. Navy trains these super smart animals to work on life-saving missions. As you read, think about why dolphins were chosen to help the Navy. What qualities do they have that make them a good choice? In April, a fishing boat was bobbing along in the Arctic Ocean. As it sailed near the coast of Norway, a country in Europe, a fisherman on the boat spotted a beluga whale. The whale was wearing clips that hold a camera. Why would a whale need a camera? Could the animal be a spy? Here's the beluga whale over here. The answer just might be yes. The whale also had clips on its harness with the word St. Petersburg. That's the name of a city in Russia. Officials say this means the whale was likely trained by the Russian military as a spy. This may seem a bit fishy, but whales, dolphins, and other marine animals are used to help militaries around the world. That includes the United States military. The United States is our country that we live in. The U.S. Navy Marine Mammal Program currently has more than 100 sea animals protecting our country from underwater threats. The best of the best. The Navy program started in 1959. In the early years, the Navy tested out more than a dozen animals, including sharks, sea turtles, and birds. Today, just 2 species are used, bottlenose dolphins and California sea lions. The Navy's dolphins and sea lions perform missions that the Navy cannot yet accomplish in any other way, says Mark Zitko. He's the director of the program. Both animals are very smart and easy to train, and both can quickly adapt to different environments, like shallow waters or deep seas. But there are more dolphins in the program because they can use echolocation. That means they use sound to see underwater. Animals undercover. Check out these other unlikely animals that have been used as spies. Bomb-sniffing bees. Bees have a great sense of smell. Since 1999, the U.S. military has trained them to sniff out chemicals in bombs. Private pigeon. The U.S. government created a camera small enough for pigeons to carry. But details of how or when these cameras were used are top secret. Suspicious squirrels. In 2007, 14 squirrels were arrested in Iran for using sensors to spy on the country. But many think this story is nuts. What's really neat about these types of animals, the bees, the pigeon, the squirrel, is we've seen all these animals in our community, in the city that we live in. They're all around us. And no one ever thought they could be used to work as spies. On the job. Dolphins began training at Naval Base Point Loma in San Diego, California. When they're a few years old, handlers showed them how to look for and mark the locations of underwater explosives called mines. Mines could hurt or kill people on military ships, and they can be difficult for humans to detect. But it's no problem for dolphins. Using echolocation, the animals can easily see through dark, muddy waters. Plus, they can dive hundreds of feet below the surface, much further than humans can. Trainers also teach dolphins to identify enemy swimmers. The animals are natural hunters, says Zitko. We just change what they learn to hunt for. Reporting for duty. In the past 40 years, Navy-trained animals have traveled to the coasts of more than a dozen countries on official missions. When they aren't on a mission, the dolphins help with security at Navy bases around the world and prepare for future jobs. They will be ready if they are needed, says Zitko. Navy dolphins and sea lions are always on duty. Here's a diagram of how echolocation works. So echolocation, just like how it was stated earlier, is what dolphins use. They use sound to help them see. So first, a dolphin squeaks, sending out sound waves through the water. So this is his little squeaky noise, and these lines over here are the sound waves. 2. The waves bounce off an object and echo back to the dolphin. So as you see here, the waves bounce off these other animals that are in the water, and then their waves bounce back to the dolphin. 3. The time it takes for the echo to reach the dolphin tells the dolphin the location of the object. And 4. The way the sound echoes tells the dolphin the shape, the size, and the speed of the object. So when the dolphin makes his or her sound, it creates these little waves, and then it bounces off an object, and in this case, it's an animal. So it bounces right back to the dolphin, and the dolphin can tell if these animals are other dolphins, or if they're sharks, or if they're other type of fish. It can tell if it's a big animal, or is it something little. It can tell them the shape and the speed, which is how fast they're coming close to the dolphin. So this helps to make the dolphin well prepared for what is coming close to him or her. Continue the learning journey. Imagine that you're a dolphin spy on a secret mission for the U.S. Navy. Write a journal entry describing your daily tasks and activities. Use details from the article and video Discovering Dolphins to make your entry realistic. So in this case, you can maybe talk to your brother or sister or your mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, and maybe let them know that if you were a dolphin spy that was on a secret mission, what would your day-to-day be? What would you be doing? And you can use this read aloud to help you. So you don't have to worry about this video yet. What other type of animal would make for a good spy? So you can come up with a list of potential animal spies. Then choose one to research. Write a letter to the U.S. Navy explaining your choice, their characteristics that would make your animal a good spy, and a possible example of a time when the animal can do an important job. So if you would like to do this as well, then this is another option for you to complete. So you can choose any type of animal. This is your opinion, so there's no right or wrong answer for this. So you can say it could be a tiger or a lion or a giraffe or an elephant. So you can just choose any animal that you think would make a good spy that our U.S. military could use. And you can research maybe what does this animal eat? Where does this animal live? What does this animal's day look like? And then you can write a pretend letter to the U.S. Navy saying why you think this animal is a good spy. And also, if you don't want to write a letter, maybe you can discuss with a sibling or a parent of why you chose this animal and why you think this animal would make a good spy. So both of these you do not have to do, but they're just options that you can just think about and discuss just to kind of take this read aloud a bit further. I hope you enjoyed this read aloud. I thought it was very interesting. I also was not aware how animals such as bees, pigeons, and squirrels were even used as spies. So even I learned something new today with you. I hope you enjoyed this and look out for other videos.